Hello, everybody. This is Unsolicited Advice. I am Tara.
I'm Jacq.
And I'm Julie.
We are working moms who are juggling marriage, motherhood, and careers. And yes, we are dropping a few bottles and balls along the way.
Today's topic is going to be a hot topic, I think, because I don't know if we're split down the middle or not, but we're talking about discipline. And by discipline, we've got a few areas we want to cover. When to be heavy-handed, how to follow through. And I think we might even talk a little bit about different forms of discipline, both old school and new school. So I wanted to start off by saying that one topic that we had in our house when I was pregnant with Maddie is I grew up with spankings. And my husband and I said, well, would we spank our kid? And I said, I don't know if I could spank a baby. I don't think you spank babies.
I don't think you spank babies, Jacq. I love you to bits. I think like you...
I couldn't imagine.
Pat them on the
I'm going to
butt.
have a child, and then one day I would hit that child. So that to me, it's funny. Like now we've totally changed our tune on that. And we know that you can use different tactics to rein your kid in.
There are still some spankers out there.
There are
Spankers.
And paddlers.
Oh,
So put in the comments if you're a paddler or a spanker so we can judge you.
Yeah,
I was just going to say, we'll try not to judge you.
No,
but...
I say, you know what? If you misbehave, your daddy's going to
There
get
you go. Sounds like
Your daddy's going to get a spank? Oh, boy.
The Mac Daddy.
So in our household, we found what was most effective. This was just, I think every child is different, and I think you have to play around and find what works for your kid and your individual kid. But for us, it was a huge follow through. But we decided to start putting a toy in timeout with our son. And
Really?
yeah, and I'm a huge fan of if you're going to go for it, go for it. I don't like threats. I think if you're going to make a threat, you have to follow through. So one night he was acting up, and I said, if you... don't get your shit together. Didn't really say that. I was like, I'm going to take your Ninja Turtle toy away that he had just gotten from Santa Claus. Well, he squawked one more time. I had no choice. I went in, I took this toy away. It was awful. It was brutal. It was
Good for you, though.
45 minutes of screaming and like the...
Good. That is meaningful. It matters.
But you know what I will say? He has never done that again. As soon as I tell him that I'm going to take a toy away, it stops, it ends, it does not go anywhere because he knows. So for us, this was something that absolutely worked, and I like the idea of taking something. It sounds horrible, but like taking something that means something to them.
Oh no, that's exactly the point. If it's not meaningful, I mean, I have so many friends who are like, "Oh, it's not working. I tried to do this." I'm like, "You need to find something that actually works, and then remind them of it." Like, and I don't actually say I don't do if then. I just take it.
Nice.
I just take it and say, you know what? Next time you'll know.
Yeah.
Mommy, I love you.
I know,
I'm
because
all
you know
about
what? It's just more effective. Then they know. It's not an if or when they don't. Then they have all the power. It's like saying, if you go and have your bath now, then we'll do this later. No, because then they'll be like, well, I still don't want my bath. And they've got all the power then.
And I feel like this is where parents get confused. Is I think they really nowadays with helicopter parenting, we give our kids too much power because we're too afraid of them. And you have to remember, kids like boundaries. They like parameters. They need you to set these rules.
The 45 minutes of screaming in the room, that means that worked.
Yeah.
That was meaningful. Yeah. In fact, I had a guy, and his favorite thing was Little Thomas the Tank Engine videos, or DVDs or whatever you call them. So I took it away as a consequence for some bad behavior, and he seemed to forget. So I actually went out a little while later, about 2 hours later, I said, hey bud, maybe we should watch your video. Oh wait, we can't. That's right, you lost it when you didn't listen to mommy when I told you to do this, so tomorrow it'll be back. So I just kept reminding him of the consequences.
I think that's important.
Did you watch it on your iPad
Yeah,
so you could hear it?
exactly.
With
Do all the other
headphones on?
children in the family want to watch Thomas in my room?
Yeah.
But I have done that. I have taken all the kids to Tim Hortons and not brought one.
I agree with you.
I'll tell you why. This is a good story. My kid, she was 4 years old. She was coming home from her first soccer game and said, can we go to Tim Hortons? And I said, yes, but you must not tell any of the other children in the family. We got home and she said, hey, everyone, did you know that I've been to Tim Hortons twice this week? So she didn't tell them she'd been then, but she did tell them that. So the next day I said, everybody go on Tim Hortons except for you, because you tried to beat the system.
But I think that's good. But it also shows who's boss and who's in control. And I think that's what happened is that parents are losing control of their kids.
Why is everyone afraid of their kids?
They're so afraid.
I'm afraid.
Why are you afraid? Don't be afraid.
Don't be afraid. Put down the hammer.
I'm not really afraid. afraid, but one night at dinner, Greg and I were trying to have this cryptic conversation in front of Maddie. Like, you know, spelling and stuff, words. And she just looked at us and she goes, "Why are you guys afraid of me?" And I was like,
Busted.
"We're dead."
And that, ladies
Oh my
and gentlemen,
God.
is why you
Don't
need
be
to
that
take
girl.
control.
Hey,
Take control
you guys
of your
saw it.
children.
That was mom judgment. That was mommy judging.
Oh,
But-
we'll serve it up.
No, but
Don't you worry.
there's so much information out there, and I mean, the if-then thing, we were told was a good thing, so we've done it, and you're right. Now that I hear you say that, we don't always have power. What works for us is, you know what, I'm going to count to 3, and I know everyone says not to do it, it still works for us.
Yeah, except
We've
now,
never
now
made
she
it
knows
to 3.
you only mean business when you count to 3.
By the way,
True.
1,
Okay.
2, 3.
Cheers.
Cheers. Thanks for joining us. And tune in next Sunday when we've got another hot mummy topic. Leave
Or a
some-
hot mummy.
Or a hot mummy.
Or 3.
Or 3. Yes. 1, 2, 3. Leave comments in the box below if you've got any tips on how to help us help our kids. And subscribe if you like our channel. So we'll see you next Sunday. Cheers.
Cheers, ladies.
Now you got to drink again. So you didn't
Yeah, that
wait.
1, 2, 3. No, oh boy, it's really hard work, guys.
Julie, if I have to count to 3.
Yeah, but that's the thing.
I'm going to
One-
take away your wine.
the one, yeah, exactly.
Watch
If
her.
you have to count to 3, I will take away your wine.